Welcome, Sagittarius. This is a reading for the season of Sagittarius, where the new moon took place in Sag. The new moon talks about new beginnings. It talks about intentions. Sagittarius points to expansion and also aiming towards that bullseye. While the full moon in its opposite sign of Gemini points to releasing, letting go, shedding. And Gemini talks about communication, interactions, things perhaps that needed or need to be said right now, need to come out, verbalized, expressed, interactions that need some cleaning up. And I do always feel that the time of Sagittarius is a good time for setting new intentions, for establishing what it is you're setting out to do in these coming months. So let's open the reading with some key words of the Ho'oponopono prayer. I love you for who you are. I'm sorry for the painful memories we may share with each other. Please forgive me if I, my relatives, or ancestors have offended you, your relatives, or ancestors. Thank you for uniting my path with yours for healing and for our contribution to the healing of this earth. Let's get a general sense of what wants to come out for you, Sag. These came out very quickly. Okay, so we're talking about the Five of Pentacles, the Five of Coins, and the Seven of Swords. Some struggle here around leaving, around escaping something, or something being stripped from you. Challenge in matters of all things physical. Can be money, can be the structure that shelters you, resources, or other things that you value as others care for you, people in your life. There is a reevaluating. There is some type of conflict around power, right? Money can give us a sense of security. So perhaps there's a desire for a better sense of security. For feeling more sheltered, whether that's physically, perhaps it does have to do with the relationship. This is the tarot of mystical moments. The deck of mystical moments. have a Sag card. Okay, forward, steady movement. We have 2 Knights. So I already do see the push and pull. We have a Knight that is forward, steady. Well, both Knights are moving forward here. The Knight of Pentacles is a Knight that moves slowly, steadily, cautiously, in a pondered way, in a thoughtful way, in a careful way, in a firm steps kind of way. The Knight of Wands is anything but. The Knight of Wands, the Knight of Fire, moves impulsively, wants to act now. And this Knight in particular, this depiction here, does make me think about that centaur that's aiming that arrow to hit that bullseye. So the Knight of Wands is going after that which it wants. He's a messenger. He's ready to bring some energy forward to a target, to a specific target. The Knight of Pentacles also is moving towards a specific target, because Knights, they have that quality to them. That's what they do. They're on a mission. They go on a mission. They have a job to get done, a message to be delivered, a specific action that needs to be conquered. While the King, this deck has 2 kings for each suit. One of them is more masculine, one of them is more feminine. Sometimes I also see them as a lower depiction of the sign. Oh great, my cat is playing with the camera arm. Let's see what she wants to do. Sometimes the Knight, the King, come on kitty cat. One of them can be the lower depiction of the sign, one of them can be the higher depiction of the sign. Okay, let's go. There we go. The King is the ruler. The King is the one who knows. The King is the one that carries that experience and brings forth that experience, the knowledge acquired through the experience. And the King of Swords, he has a lot of knowledge. He is mentally strong. He is stoic. He knows what needs to be done, because he has been there, he has done that. And so he usually draws on his plan, on his strategy. He is able to act objectively. So there's a very good energy here in terms of being strong, knowing what the challenges are, being aware, clear, enlightened about what the challenges are, about what needs to be left behind, about what needs to be, what is being reevaluated. Yes, because we do have 2 Knights. One of them is more impulsive, but at the back end, we have the careful Knight, the paving Knight, right? And in between these nights, we have a king that knows what needs to be done. And perhaps this king is then giving the directive to these knights. And then at the leading end here, we have the Knight of the Wands, the Knight of Fire, which says, okay, let's go, let's do it. And this is a Sagittarius card. And we are in Sagittarius season. So perhaps you already know that which you need to act on. And perhaps you are already acting on that which needs to be done so that you are not left out in the cold, so that you are not lacking, or so that you can begin to create the way for leaving that which you need to leave behind as you renew, as this is your time of renewal. Let's take a look at what the Light Seers Tarot has to say. This card stayed behind. This is the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles did come out in the pre-shuffle. And this is a card of, a lot of people talk about the Two of Pentacles as the card of indecision. And that can be. I see it as, yes, weighing out the this and the that. Do I go here? Do I go there? Do I do this? Do I do that? Do I leave this behind, or do I take this thing with me? Yeah? As very clearly depicted here. But also, hand in hand with that, I think that there is a rebalancing that is taking place. So within, so without. You know, my lower self with my higher self. Am I walking my talk? Am I walking my talk? And with these cards here, I do believe that that is the intention. An intention of integrity. The King of Swords upright, and in its feminine version here, talks loudly about integrity. Talks very loudly about walking my talk. Practicing what I preach. Doing what needs to be done so that my goals, my objectives, my dreams can show up, right? Because this balancing talks a lot about, okay, I'm aiming towards that bullseye, which is way out there in the distance. And this card shows it very well. But what am I doing right here, down to earth, right below me, right in front of me, that will create and pave the way so that objective down there, or way out there, down the line, down the road, can be achieved. Okay, sorry for the construction here right above us, but things are what they are, right? And we move upward and forward as best we can. Four of Swords. Four of Swords talks about resting, renewing, taking that time to nurture yourself. It also talks about stability and foundation, right? So perhaps, as we mentioned in the beginning, there is an evaluating of your foundation and stability, whether that's physical, whether that's emotional, mental, spiritual. And with the Two of Pentacles here, I believe it's all around. And because it's all around, there is an emphasis. We have Pentacles, Pentacles, Pentacles. There is an emphasis on the physical, whether it be your home, your assets, your money, your health, your body, without overlooking, and this resting, this reevaluating, this taking action of moving towards that target must not overlook the immediate steps right in front of you. What is right in front of you, what is most obvious to act on. Because if you aim towards that target way out there, and you don't look down to see where you're stepping, you can fall. You can step on some shit. And, you know, sometimes I think about the Four of Swords also as resting on your laurels. Make sure you're not doing that. Or perhaps there's a looking into having done that. Just wanted to show its face. Here there's a balancing again. And Temperance is a Sagittarius card as well. I'll go ahead and leave it there. Temperance is that filling one cup into the other, back and forth. That which is looking to be temperate. That which needs to be tempered. There's a high indication here of balance. Perhaps there's this need for renewal, resting, for taking care, for pausing, for better taking care of ourselves, because it's this nest here is surrounded by two balancing cards. So within, so without. Both of these cards are very clear that there's a lower and there's a higher. There's an inner and there's an outer. Is your outer world reflecting your inner world? Or is that spirituality or that goal or that attainment out there being supported by your actions now, here and now? Sorry for the noise, but can't really apologize for something that's not my doing, right? Of course, right. Yes. So where there's a strength card, where strength shows up, I believe it says that some challenge has been taking place. There's a need for strength. And there is already strength showing its face and acting and saying, okay, let's take the reins here of the situation. Let's change. Let's make the change. Let's take on the rebirth. There's a heart necklace here right in the center. Let's take on the rebirth, but let's be the rebirth. There's the infinity symbol here on her arm. Let's be the rebirth. I must embody that which I want to see outside of me, around me. I must walk my talk. And this is the time. This is my time to begin. Okay. That was quite a reading there. Let's go ahead and close with the Serenity Prayer. God's universe, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. The courage to change the things I can. Perfect. The courage to change the things I can. And the wisdom to know the difference. Thank you, Sag. I'll see you again when I see you again.